Welcome to the Small Steps, Big Wins podcast. I'm dedicated to helping you take control of your life. Together, we'll explore practical tips, expert advice, and inspiring stories to help you overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. Making small changes is possible and can lead to big results. Are you ready? Let's go do this. Hey, Sue Saller here. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Wisdom of the Small Steps, Big Wins podcast. And I am so glad that you decided to spend the next couple of minutes with me. Today, I want to talk about something that's kind of near and dear to me a little bit. It has to do with being seen, being loved, and being heard. And recently, at least me, I've heard a lot of talk around being seen, loved, and heard. Really, that's fundamentally, all of us deep down, that's what we really want. We want to be seen, we want to be loved, we want to be heard. But I had this realization this week as I was thinking about this and wrapping my brain around it. You know, I personally have spent a lot of my life wanting to be seen, wanting to be loved, wanting to be heard. But what I realized is the more I looked for being seen, loved, and heard outside of myself, the more louder I became, the more outgoing I became, but in the wrong kind of way, right? You know, people would be talking and then I would interrupt them, or I'd have to get a word in edgewise. Now, you know, I am pretty much an outgoing person, but there's a point where, you know, you let other people talk and, you know, eventually you're going to get your own word in. But I realized with the help of my coach and talking to a number of people that deep down, what I really wanted is I wanted to be seen, I wanted to be loved, and I wanted to be heard. But here's the problem. And this is what I realized. The problem came in where I wanted to be seen, loved, and heard by everybody outside of me. Okay, so I was looking for that outside validation. What I came to realize, and this was kind of my epiphany moment, was that I needed to be seen, loved, and heard by myself. So when I went inside of me and realized that it doesn't matter if anybody else sees me or hears me, it doesn't matter because the only one that matters is me. It matters to me. So when I realized that I have to be seen and loved and heard by myself, then it let go of all the expectations of people around me, where I expected them to be seen by me, to be heard by me. So I guess my point that I want to share with you today is, are you looking for that outside validation to be seen, to be heard, to be loved? When really what you need to start with fundamentally is to dig deep inside of yourself and be seen and loved and heard by yourself first. You need to love yourself first. You need to be okay with who you are. You need to be seen by yourself. And in the end, that's all that really matters, isn't it? It doesn't matter if that person sees you or not. It doesn't matter if you're recognized for something here or there, if you know that you've given it your all. Because the truth is that if you have yourself out there, you really are seen by people. You really are loved by those who are truly around you. And you really are heard by those who care about you the most. But if you don't believe it internally first, then it's going to be really hard to appreciate being seen, heard, and loved by others around you. So your small step for today is to ask yourself the question, am I seen, heard, and loved by myself? And if not, grab a pen, grab a paper, a piece of paper, and write down, I am seen, heard, and loved by myself, and that's the only thing that matters. It really is. Thank you so much for the gift of your time. If you got any value out of this, I would appreciate it if you shared it with a friend. Until next time, take care. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Small Steps, Big Wins podcast. I value your time with me, and I seek to make every moment count. In order to make lasting change in your life, listening is usually not enough. So I want to ask you, what practical steps are you going to put into action today as a result of listening to this podcast? Remember, any step, any action, no matter how small, starts your journey to a big win. And if you're not sure where to get started, reach out to me and let's have a conversation. Until next time, love yourself, then love others. Peace.